Hi, I have Janchi rice noodle, which is a Korean traditional noodle dish with the anchovy-based broth. So you open up the package and you'll find 3 of these dry rice noodles, and 3 of the powder packages. So how you would boil it is no different from how you would do it for the regular instant noodles. So you take the dried rice noodles, put it in, and put the powder. Okay. And make sure they're all underwater. There are 2 differences from this rice noodle compared to the regular instant noodles. So one, this rice noodle is completely gluten-free, so it's more beneficial for you. But that brings the second point, which is it's a bit more tricky when you boil it. So one, when you put in the rice noodles, you got to make sure that they're spread apart, like how you do for a spaghetti. And then 2, you got to make sure they're boiling on the very high heat, so that the noodles won't stick together. And more suggestion is that you would just revisit the noodles twice or so while it's boiling, and just make sure that nothing's sticking. So the recommended boiling time is about 3 minutes, give or take. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is prepare the toppings. You don't necessarily need them, but it's just good to have nice additions. So these are what I could find in my fridge. Dried seaweeds, kimchi, some scallion, mushrooms, and eggs. So, well, other suggestions may be like zucchinis or ground beef, but it's really completely up to your taste. And I'm gonna stir it up one more time. Looks about ready. So I'm gonna take the noodles out. Put the toppings on the top. Okay. And done with the toppings. And on top of it, I'm just gonna pour down some of the broth. It depends on your taste, but you don't want too much of it covering the whole toppings up. Just want just the right amount so that the noodles will be underwater, but nothing will be too drowned in the broth. Okay, there you go. So there's my dish. In about 3-4 minutes, I'm completely ready to go. Here you go.